Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is sending 150 troops from the Ohio National Guard to Washington, D.C. at President Trump's request to help with what the administration calls a, quote, crime emergency. We thank you for staying with us at 5:30. I'm Jennifer Bullock.
I'm Jared Smalley. NBC4's Kyle Beachy spoke to several local experts today, and he joins us now from the State House. And Kyle, we have seen National Guard deployments in the past, but what makes this one different?
Jared, Jennifer, typically a National Guard deployment happens during a large security event or an emergency in a disaster situation. And Democratic lawmakers have been critical of this move, citing federal crime data from 2023 to 2024 that shows Washington, D.C.'s crime is down 30%. But despite that criticism, others are questioning, is it even legal?
The Posse Comitatus Act, it is a law passed by Congress in 1878. It prohibits federal armed forces from conducting law enforcement functions inside the United States.
Capitol Law Assistant Professor Anthony Markham has worked on Capitol Hill. He says while the Posse Comitatus Act does prevent federal forces from conducting law enforcement, it doesn't apply in this case.
The governors are sending National Guard to D.C. voluntarily. They're not being ordered to do so. So it falls under a different type of federal law.
Governor DeWine's office tells me they're citing Title 32, the law permitting a governor to mobilize the Guard in case of emergency. But former Army Colonel and Pentagon attorney Adam Miller says this is an overreach.
This mission is really problematic because it doesn't meet the predicate for a national disaster that overwhelms civil authorities.
Miller believes other law enforcement agencies like U.S. Marshals and Federal Transportation Police should be responding, not National Guard.
We seem to have skipped the first step and gone right to the end, and that's political theater that we don't need.
Markham says the law is ambiguous on a deployment like this, which may need to be cleared up by Congress, but doesn't believe it's illegal.
People are certainly critical of the policy to do so, but I don't see it as an illegal action.
Miller also questions the use of Ohio's National Guard for law enforcement due to past events.
It took a long time to overcome the stigma of Kent State. And there again, you're putting soldiers who are not law enforcement, who are not police, into a law enforcement critical situation without the right training.
Ohio's National Guard troops are mobilizing right now. They're set to deploy to Washington, D.C. within the next 72 hours. It is unclear, however, how long they may be there. Local for you at the State House, I'm Kyle Beachy, NBC4.
Thanks for watching. For more NBC4, download the NBC4 streaming app. You'll get free 24/7 local programming streamed straight to your living room. Just search NBC4 Columbus on your Apple TV, Amazon Fire, or Roku.